Previously in the Augmented Survival Environment.
Come forth, all goblins, to see your new god. Come before me and kneel before your new true god. I am now your goblin king.
Pointy ears, not God.
Hey, see those 5 dead bodies right over there? You're about to be 6.
Dab.
Okay.
All the way through. As the life leaves his body, I drop him.
Ah, adventurer. Welcome back. What's that? Oh no. I'm fine. Some memories are just more sobering to remember than others. Ah well. Nothing a glass of ale can't fix. So, on that note, I believe we were beginning our trek into the forest.
Yeah, that map. That map.
This map.
That map.
That map.
That's your guys' map.
That map, my
The
map.
maps for that.
That's the map we're using now.
Okay, where were we?
So you were at the logging camp. So choose a square that you would like to traverse. And so I'm assuming y'all are just gonna kind of, for the most part, follow where Damon's going.
Yes, which is following this path.
So you're walking into this square. Damon, I want you to make a do a forestry check.
18 plus whatever his nature is.
Okay, you're able to follow the blood trail through this entire square here, and you end up in the next one over to the west.
Okay, so now we're in this one right here.
Okay, Damon, make another check.
Yikes.
You lost the trail.
Okay, can anyone else try and offer up to find the trail when Damon loudly goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna be real, guys. I have no idea where this trail's going now."
What skill do you need?
It would be nature.
Oh dear.
Or if you have high intelligence.
Ooh, you might have. I
have
have
+2
high
on nature.
perception.
11 plus 2, 13.
8 plus 2, 10.
Yeah, the dice is actually rolling way better than
Fuck. 1 plus a 2.
Allison has no
You're
goddamn
in the
clue.
same boat.
Allison has no goddamn clue where she's at. She wandered off the trail. 5 plus 1, so 6.
You're no better.
Why? You got a 1.
So these 3 over here have no idea where the fuck the trail has disappeared to.
Cool.
It was 15, 13, 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these 2 over here, according to what they're seeing, they think the trail continues more in a kind of like southwesterly direction, whereas Sarah thinks the trail continues in more of a northwesterly direction.
Hey guys, the trail leads southwest. Do you guys want to keep going that way?
Yeah.
So they had differing opinions on the matter?
Both Tucker
These
and
These
I-
2 say southwest.
Yes.
And then Sarah, your conclusion came to more of a northwesterly direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go south. I'm gonna rule with these 2.
I'm stating my opinion. Sarah, would you like to argue against it? Saying it's northwest? Since you saw it was northwest, apparently.
Sure.
So you would like to argue?
Sure.
Okay, argue.
Northwest.
I'm gonna let you argue. I still vote southwest. Hey Damon, what do you vote?
Southwest.
Alright, so at the moment, the majority agrees southwest. We're gonna follow what they believe the trail is going. So now, which one of you 2 take the lead?
He has a higher.
Grunt takes the lead.
Alright, so...
Let's go! So we follow
Alright,
southwest.
fix your order.
Okay, so now
Grunt,
Grunt,
it's
you take
you.
the lead, followed by Aries, followed by Steven, followed by Allison, followed by me, followed by Maxine. Don't ask why I gave Steven his real name and not Damon, and I gave everyone else their roleplay name.
Grunt looks at you and Grunt goes, Miss Maxine, I believe we should try this direction. If it turns out I am wrong, I am dreadfully sorry. Can we at least try this direction?
I'm just gonna stick with my girlfriend. I'm sure you'll make it up to me if it's the wrong direction.
Alright, so here we go.
Anyways,
So we
you
went.
can make it up to
So
me.
we were started here.
Steer
We
me
went
wrong.
So
here.
you were at the square that was right below the logging camp, and now
Yes.
you're moving.
Southwest. So are we directly south or also just southwest?
Move into this
Okay.
square here.
So now I'm just going to do a little mark here so we know. Okay, we're here, boys and girls. Now what? God?
Go ahead and roll another check there, Grunt.
Yikes!
Critical one.
Yikes! He lost the trail, boys!
Grunt has lost the trail, and seeing as how Ares over there was the only one who kind of saw what trail he was following, none of you
Yeah,
have any
that's
chance
fair.
of picking up the trail at this point.
Except for him?
None of you.
Oh, great.
He was the only one with any idea, but it was low enough based off of what they needed to make to even keep following the trail. At this point, y'all have lost the trail.
Alright,
I think this is a good place to stop.
we are stopping in this square to rest, everyone.
Yep. Since we lost the trail, we might as well make camp or get a short rest in so you can get some
Wait,
spells.
what time is it now?
It's 10.
No
No,
one gives
What
a...
time is it
Oh,
in game?
sorry.
It's like
Excuse me.
12.
Because you're trying to follow a trail, I'm gonna say each one is taking an additional hour.
Oh.
So I'd say 4 hours have passed. You left the camp around 10 or 11. So let's say it's like 4 or 5 in the evening.
I feel like we could go like one more.
Well, one more?
You want... Okay, so we're going to try... Alright, so which way... The trail was going southwest. As a group, let's decide. Do we want to go west, south, or southwest?
I feel like we could go northwest and follow the original idea.
Well, no, we would have to go backtrack, then go northwest. I think it's probably best that we at least stay somewhere on this trail just because...
Can we go back and try and find the trail again and go do it again?
That's... I mean, if we have enough time, I guess we potentially
It's
could,
5
but...
p.m. Like, it's not dark yet, is it?
We're probably getting close.
Yeah,
We're
it's
in
getting close, but also like darkness isn't really an issue.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
you.
3 of us can see in the dark, so...
I thought 4 of you could.
At least 4.
You can?
I have dark vision.
So 5.
So-
All,
Yeah.
Almost all... You're the only
one who
fucker that can't see in the
yeah.
dark. He's like, I don't need to.
It's like
Burns the
darkness.
first.
That's the
I
fourth
give us
blade.
all light all the time.
Okay. So then, do we want to blindly go forward, or do we want to try and fall back, find the path, follow again? And then inevitably roll a crit 1 and be fucked again. So, I vote purely just to continue in the direction we were going of southwest. That is my vote. I will let everyone else state their opinions as well.
So,
I don't think northwest was correct.
So question. So we're in the forest. We're on a trail. Can we at least see the sky?
Yeah, you can kind of see it, like, you can
Like
see
through
the
the
sun
break?
peeking through, like, the branches above you, but it's pretty dense tree cover above you.
Because Maxine is a druid. Okay, so because she's a druid, does she have some sort of like... And also because of the fact that even though we're, 8 miles away from combat, or 12?
About 12 now.
Okay, even at that distance, there's been enough time and enough bodies we left behind that there has to be some sort of... There has to be a vulture or something around in the air that you could probably try to summon to you.
Shall I do a perception check?
Ian's not happy with what is currently happening, it looks like.
So, what do you want her to do exactly?
Basically, what my plan was is that you would see if there's animals, like a bird. If there was, see if you can summon it to you. And if you could, you would just simply ask it, please give us the direction to travel. And then release it up in the air. And when it flies up, whatever direction it took off in, that would be the direction I need to head.
Yes, I do have a spell that could do that.
Okay.
If there is a creature in the vicinity, potentially.
Can you talk to animals
I
already?
have speak with animals.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh shit, talk to an animal!
If there's one around.
This is just going to be a running thing. Sarah, when you're with the group, assume there aren't going to be animals around you because you've got these gigantic oafs just kind of bumbling around you in the forest, and they're going to kind of scare off any of the wildlife. If you would like to try and find an animal, you're going to have to go away from the group by yourself, spend some time quietly, and then make a perception check to see if there's anything around you at that point that you might be able to get to come to you. You're going to have to be away from the group to be able to eventually potentially interact with an animal currently in the forest.
If she was far enough away, could I, for instance, still get to her if I needed to, if I heard her scream, for instance.
I would say
Also, are they going to stay still and set up camp here?
That
or
would
are
be
they
up
going
to them.
Fuck off.
that's really up to you guys and what you want.
How long are we talking?
So distance-wise, I'm gonna say you would need to be at least 100 yards from them.
200 feet.
And then time, I would leave up to you how long you want to wait before you try and see if there's anything for you.
I'll make you dinner while you're out.
Or animals.
Thanks, babe. If you feel
Like,
safe,
because she
I'll have
can
dinner waiting.
meditate.
Thanks, babe.
If she went with Sarah, she could just meditate, and that probably wouldn't disturb any animals around Sarah, right?
Matthew said alone, so I don't think I can go with her.
Well, when you're moving around the forest, you're making a lot of noise, you're going to scare off animals. If you all want to make a very, very simple camp and be quiet, if you all can remain quiet, she could potentially remain with you. But the fact she has the best chances of potentially working on taming an animal when she's by herself versus having one of you around to potentially spook it. It's really like playing the numbers, how likely you want to
I
be that
will
she
vote.
succeeds.
She goes 300 feet away. All of us just take a nice short rest. Let's relax for a second and wait for Sarah to come back so we can learn what direction we would like to go. Can we all agree on this?
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, go to your 300 feet.
The one.
Well, it also these two have a voice here.
Well, Sarah agreed. She already said yeah.
Well,
I feel safe.
The-
I have my weapons, my night vision, my fairy fire, my poison spray.
The one thing I would say if Allison is like a little wary about it would be that us four are probably the loudest and probably biggest threat to any animal if they physically see
What if
us.
she went 100 yards and I went 50 yards?
That's what I was gonna say,
Yeah.
or like 25. You're still a decent away amount from us that you probably wouldn't hear a lot that we said, but you'd still be somewhat closer. You could hear.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
could maybe
not
hear.
hear as good, but far enough
I could hear
away that
something,
even if
yeah.
we were, because we're gonna move, we're gonna do something that's gonna create some noise.
Yeah, I think if you're within probably 50 yards, you could probably
Okay.
hear.
Because we'd still be close enough that if she heard something, she could still yell to us something is
Well,
wrong,
and
and we would
she
just start
also
booking
has-
I
it.
have the illusion thing, which can, or message if I can still see you if I'm still in the
Oh,
line of
you
sight,
won't
which I
be
can't.
able to see each other.
But yeah, I have the illusion thing, which will be able. I can make a lion's roar, which I assume you can hear across the football field.
Unless you want to do something where like one of us just physically stares at you through the trees, like not losing you through the trees.
I think the
you
illusion
couldn't
thing's
go
fine.
very far without losing.
If
Okay.
that came to it, ideally I
Alright.
would want to do that so I wouldn't scare the animal off. But
So we're all in agreement. You go 50 yards. You go 100 yards. We all short rest. Are you going to short rest while you're by yourself in 50 yards?
yeah, I'll go ahead and short rest, and then if I have time, I'll make her food with you.
Okay, so we're all going to fuck off for an hour.
Set up a tent while you short rest? I
I
don't think I
don't-
need to. I just need to meditate.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think you can technically for a short rest because that would be
It's just an hour.
strenuous
Okay, but
work.
how are you
Yeah.
going to be safe while you're in your meditative state?
have
I'll be semi-conscious.
a tent's not exactly safe.
Just
Yeah, it's not changing much. So
Yeah.
now Sarah would be the one trying to find an animal real quick. Because it's been an hour.
Yep, I'm 50 feet away. She's 100 feet away. I'm doing a short rest. And so now she goes to find an animal for an hour.
So short rest isn't necessarily sleeping. What were the four of you doing during the short rest? Because if you ate, for instance, you lose rations.
We're just eating
Does rations
the
give you anything?
Well, because
I mean-
we didn't eat for 24-hour plus so far.
Yeah, if you go too long without eating or drinking, I will give you penalties.
All right, I ate one ration.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have water yet either, so that's an issue.
What about you two?
I'll go ahead and eat a ration as well.
Okay, so both of you did. Or are you gonna eat or not?
I want to see
I will make 2 rations and eat one of them and have one of them ready for her.
You don't have to make rations. Rations are ready to go.
Well, then why did you have a meal kit thing for us to make? It's like a whole pots and pan set. I bought it.
Because you can get ingredients later and make better meals.
Yeah, rations are like nuts
Question.
and stuff like that.
Bullshit.
Did it say
Well, I
how?
have nuts for you.
So, I don't want you guys to get mad at me if it doesn't work right away, so I'm going to explain how I'm going to do the process for whether or not she finds an animal. It's going to be... I'm not going to tell you the checks, but it's going to be a more difficult check after the first hour, and then every additional hour spent will take a certain amount off the check, making it easier and easier the longer she stays there, because if she stays in one spot long enough, there's a guarantee that some form of animal is going to move through that space. But initially, when she first moves over there, it's all obviously going to, like, scare animals away. So initially, there aren't going to be any animals in the space, so to start, the check's going to be harder. I am going to say it's going to be a perception check.
Okay, I have a high modifier.
I'm aware.
How long have I waited so far?
We're going to go with
hour.
an hour to start.
Could I wait? So a short rest is 2 hours?
Short
1 hour.
rest is 1 hour. It
So
really depends
people
on how
will
much time
continue
we'll see
to
in
take a
just
short
second
rest
and
after
what she
this
decides.
perception check?
Okay.
So
think
you
so.
guys will all chill?
Yeah.
Currently, we're waiting for you to come back to camp
With an
before we
animal.
head out.
Might be a couple of hours.
Unless you get this first roll.
Yeah, how long have you guys, how long did you decide to wait initially?
4 hours.
4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to potentially take a nap during this time?
Sure.
Okay. And is it more of a, you're intentionally trying to nap, or is it you're dozing off?
I'm just dozing off. I'm trying and it's like falling asleep and then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
11.
Okay, that's good enough.
Okay.
And so 4 hours, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and...
This is my first hour perception check.
Oh, you're going to do it per hour for 4 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I thought you just meant you were waiting. So this is the first hour?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
5 plus 6, 11.
Nothing.
I'm just gonna do each hour round to round.
Hour 2.
Hour 2. 16 plus 6.
That's good. That's very good.
His eyes.
An animal!
He's like, all right then.
Yeah, you're gonna find something.
Weird.
I'm
What
just...
is it?
You rolled high, so I'm trying to decide what I want to give you.
How high? 22.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll. Okay. So you're sitting in the trees, just kind of being quiet, keeping to yourself, when through the trees, probably about 50 feet north or to the north of you-ish, you see a few deer walking through the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And they're about 50 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm. What would you have me roll if I were to approach the deer?
Depends on what you want to do and how you want to approach them. Something else I will put out there, for the Dragonborn and the Tiefling and the Half-Orc, animals also are not very trusting. Animals don't like humans to begin with, but if you have horns or something, they're also much less inclined to like you.
Even if they have horns too?
Even if they have horns too. If they have horns too, I guess they can just assume, they know what damage they can do.
Mm-hmm.
No, then you just have to establish dominance with your horns.
And
Like
also,
what rams do.
Yeah.
in this situation,
So in the Philippines.
is they're about 50 feet from you. I would first cast that spell
Mm-hmm.
so that it's active. I would attempt to sneak up to them, and then when you're close enough for them to hear you without yelling, I would attempt to communicate with them. That's what I would do.
So cast the spell and then approach.
That would be my recommendation. Something else to keep in mind is that is both a verbal and a somatic spell, so you will have to say something out loud to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
And make a gesture.
yeah,
Right.
which we'll decide now. If you want to cast it. Now.
I do want to cast it.
Okay. What is the spell called?
Speak with animals. It's going to be speak.
Yes!
Sorry, I missed it. One more time.
Yeah, can you do it some more?
Due to the nature of the spell, I am
Yes.
going to say you have to cast this speaking druid, so not common.
Okay, so druidic.
Yeah. Okay. So the way I put it is you say speak in Druidic,
Yep.
and then you make a V with your left hand and stick your tongue between the fingers of the V after saying speak.
Correct.
Okay. So I don't think there has to be a specific decibel level for this, so I'm going to assume you say it very quietly. Now that you can speak with animals for 10 minutes, what do you want to do?
I'm going to approach the deer.
Okay. How close would you like to attempt to get to them?
50 feet away right now.
I would like to maintain a respectful distance, but be close enough that I can speak in a soft tone.
Using the knowledge that you have, determine how close you want to attempt to get to them before whispering to them.
20 feet.
So you want to be 20 feet away, or you want to move 20 feet towards them?
20 feet away from them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
So it's going to be an 11.
So they definitely hear you. They notice you sneaking up on them. It spooks them, and they don't like run out of your sight, but they run about another 50 feet away. So they're about. I'm gonna say you didn't get the entire 30 feet. They're about 80 feet from you now.
Okay.
And you can still see them like moving through the trees, but you don't have a clear sight of them.
Are they moving away from me?
They moved about an additional 50 feet away, and you can see them still kind of moving, but they're not actively moving farther away, so they're about 80 feet from you.
I want to call out to them.
Call out to them. So, what are you going to say to them?
You mean once I get their attention? Or right now? To get their attention?
To get their attention, what are you going to say?
Wait, please help.
Just like that, just wait, please help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead and roll... Just do a regular charisma check.
Okay, regular charisma check. 20 plus 2.
Cool. So, one of the deer step forward. It's a buck.
Ooh.
How big are its
How big?
horns?
Are the horns?
How tall are you again, Maxine?
I'm like 6 foot.
Yeah, the buck stands taller than you. Especially because he's got like a really nice rack.
Yeah, I bet it does.
You can tell by the look of this duck, or
Duck? Quack!
you can tell by the look of this buck that he is definitely the alpha
Ready to
in this
duck.
herd.
It's a
He is very large, very impressive. His antlers are extraordinarily big. There are a couple other bucks in the herd, but they're noticeably smaller than him.
So it's
And then,
gonna
of
be
course, there are a few doe, like 5 or 6 doe, and then a couple of, what are they called? Fawns?
Fawns.
Babies? Yes. So the buck, he steps forward, and he asks, what is the horned lizard doing in the forest?
I am hunting the goblin scourge.
The buck replies to you, what is a scourge?
The goblins in the forest. Have you seen them?
They exist.
Yay hi. Do you know who they call their leader?
So at this point, the buck, like, looks about as confused as a buck could look, and is looking at you and is like, I am the leader.
Do you know who the goblins treat as their alpha buck?
Me.
You.
We must kill it! Cut it down! We talked to it! We figured it out.
We're eating good tonight, boys.
Do you tell the goblins what to do?
The goblins stay away.
So they aren't close by.
I would hope not.
I hope not.
Do you know where they are?
Not here.
The goblins do not leave us alone. Or the village. The village wants us to bring them the head of the biggest goblin. The most powerful goblin.
The deer is looking around, like looking kind of side to side, and then looks back at you and like cocks his head and he's like, powerful goblins? In a like questioning voice.
Have you ever seen a goblin that's more powerful than the others?
There's no such thing as a powerful goblin.
Have you ever seen a goblin that tells the other goblins what
The
to
goblins
do?
just run.
Have you ever seen any other creature
Where do they run to?
tell the goblins what to do?
I tell them what to do.
Where have the goblins run to?
So the buck looks to his right and kind of nods its head and is like, that way.
Okay, so he's
So
facing
west.
south, so...
So no, that would be east.
No, it would be west.
I would like you to roll a d20.
20.
Oh, you're good.
Cool.
Alright,
I guess I'm glad that it
understood
didn't happen.
So you're standing there, you're still talking to the buck. He's just motioned over to his right side that
To
the
the
goblins
west.
come from, or they
Have
run
run to the
that
west.
direction. And right as he's like nodding that direction, he also takes a small step to like really emphasize that that's where they run. And you hear rustling like over that direction, and you notice a few like green skins darting through the trees.
I and my people are afraid of the goblins. Do you have anything you can tell me to help us?
So, imagine a deer laughing. But not like a human laughs. Like, imagine a deer trying to laugh. The deer...
Oh god, that was ready to go.
Is that what they're supposed to sound?
So the deer starts doing a deer laugh and looks back at the other bucks in the herd and says, Horned Lizard Lady is scared of goblins. And of course the bucks, being intimidated by the bigger bucks, start laughing as well. And then the does join in, and then the fawns join in.
Now we're being laughed at by a herd of
This
deer.
herd of deer are laughing
She's
at
being
you.
laughed at.
Oh yeah, she's being laughed at. You guys are nowhere
Or
near this.
fuck off somewhere else.
Can Allison hear the laughter of the deer?
Here's that scream.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I got an 8.
Nope, she can't. Anyways,
Okay, I'm just gonna wait a second for the laughter to die down.
It will never.
it's gonna be a real long second, I'm telling you what. So, the deer laughing takes up probably a good, like, another minute or two of your time remaining on your thing. Because you don't stop them, and they're very entertained by the fact that you're scared of goblins.
Cool, so I have 2 to 3 minutes left for my conversation.
Yeah. The buck looks back at you and tells you, you're not part of our herd, go away.
I will go, but would you, a fellow horned creature,
Oh god.
be able to accept my offer of friendship should our paths cross again in the forest?
The buck laughs a little bit more and then looks at you and says, if you're scared of goblins, we're probably not going to meet again. And then turns around and starts walking through the herd away from you.
I will say, the offer stands to you and your herd.
Wow.
He doesn't turn back.
What about the rest of the herd?
They follow the buck, obviously.
Okay, but they all heard my offer of friendship.
Get out.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. The herd heard your offer of friendship. Yes, they did.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Then, well, as soon as they turn away, I'm headed back to Allison's tent.
Okay. So you meet up with Allison. Would you like to share with her what has happened?
The bucks told me nothing. Except, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay, so except we saw the greenskins?
So, the buck told me that the goblins have run to the west.
Okay.
By the way,
Are we going to lose the goblins in the amount of time that it takes to walk back and forward?
moving 50 yards through the forest, 150 feet. That would probably take you a few minutes.
Okay, so it wouldn't be detrimental to go get everybody and then go back, or should I do like my message thing, message someone, be like, let's go?
You couldn't use your message thing.
Are you sure?
I thought she could do it after a short rest.
Yeah.
Or meditation.
Don't you have to be familiar with the target?
Am I not familiar with my
I'd
compatriots?
say the only person you're familiar with is Maxine.
I don't know. I mean, Kevin and I walked into battle and blew up like 5 goblins.
Hell yeah, we did. Hell yeah, brother.
It can only travel through 3 feet of wood block, or 3 feet of wood blocks it. So going through the trees would block it.
Okay. Alright, well then, I won't bother. propose that we walk back towards them, explain what happened, and then walk towards the west.
Yeah,
Pretty cool with that.
Yeah, you're proposing that to her, not me.
let's go.
Cool. Okay, so we walk back to the other fort. Assumedly it's been about 2.5 hours at this point.
Yeah, ish. Well, I'd say no, closer to like 2 and 20, because her 10
Still.
minutes.
But, okay, so it's been a little over 2 hours. I don't remember, did we just do short rest or did anyone do a long rest? Is everyone like heavily asleep?
Everybody did short rest.
Yeah,
That
we
was
have
the
enough
plan.
time for it. Yeah.
And
And
short
it's-
rest is 2 hours.
It's like 6 p.m., right?
I think it was like 4 when we left off because it was still like midday.
Yeah. So it's about 6.5 p.m. right now.
So did anyone pitch a tent or?
No, we basically just,
Chill.
if anything, we just pounded out a circle and just laid down.
Okay,
Okay,
so
do you want to tell them or do you want me
guys, wake the fuck up.
We've been awake. We've just been sitting here. What up?
So the buck told me,
Of course it was a butt.
big one,
We don't know about
Yeah? How big?
real big,
Oh, nice.
told me that the goblins are headed west.
All right, everyone, let's go west.
So wait. The bug told you a large story, correct? Like a lot of dialogue, like a large amount of dialogue. So what you're doing is you're passing the buck to us.
Everyone kill Grunt, then head west.
The buck stops here.
Everybody's full health, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
I thought you healed.
I'm relatively close.
What are you at right now?
9,
Ah.
Out of what?
11.
Oh, yeah, because you use your own healing, you haven't had a long rest yet. I remember now.
At one point, we really should rest, but do an actual long rest before we head west.
Anyways,
Well, I
yeah.
saw the goblins just now, so
Son of a bitch.
so we should follow them while the trail is fresh.
I agree. Just know I have no spells until we long rest.
Well,
You have bardic inspiration.
I can only do that in cantrips. I can yell insults at them.
everyone else can use their spells.
That's not
You'll
necessarily
invent
true.
stuff.
Only one person.
Except for Grunt. Grunt can't use magic.
Those who have spells
have
will
magic.
use them.
Okay, so we're heading west. Let's
Let's
go.
All right, well, let's head west, everyone. Dun da da da. We all headed west. We're going west now. So
Oh,
we
you're
use
going
where?
straight west.
Are we all going straight west or northwest? I assume straight west.
That's what I was asking.
Well, she was only 100 yards north. It doesn't change the direction we would be going.
Well, she said the buck was looking at her this way and looking at the west direction when he pointed his head that way. So would it be like between southwest and south, or west and south?
My guys, if I'm standing here and west is to my left and you move 20 feet that way, west is still going to be that way. It's not going to be that way now.
God would like to interject with some small logic. If you go back to where Maxine saw the goblins moving through the trees, maybe, just maybe, they left a trail that you can pick up.
We're going to go 100 yards north and look for a trail before we go west.
There we go.
Sure. We have 4 people. Oh, no, everybody has
We have
magic
everybody.
vision except for me.
Yeah, you can continue to just head straight west if you
We're going 100 yards
We're
north.
gonna go back to where the deer
We're
was.
gonna go to where the
Maxine
bucks
could've
were.
moved away.
Alright, that's where we're at. Let's look for a trail. Would anyone specifically like to look for a trail?
Who did we
Maybe a
have?
ranger.
Steven? The ranger.
Okay.
Roll,
Steven's like, I'm not
fam.
taking the blame if I fuck this up.
Can I remember this route?
That is a 15.
Yeah, you found it.
Plus whatever your fucking thing is.
Follow the trail.
Let's follow the trail. Steven, which direction is the trail going?
West.
Let's go west! Alright,
Shocker.
we follow the trail. Now what, good sir? We went 1 square over.
And yeah, so that's. So I'm gonna say, moving through the forest, the blocks take you. I should have said this before now, but the blocks take you closer to an hour and a half to 2 hours because you're moving through forest.
Perfectly fine with us. 2 hours later, we're in the next block.
So it's like 8:30.
Yeah, it's about 8:30 right now.
Weren't
All right.
goblins like nocturnal creatures?
So are us elves.
Well, remember, you guys came upon the goblins napping at the logging camp, woke them up, killed some of them, and some of them got away.
Alright, so we're 1 square over. God, now what? Does he need to
It's
re-roll?
like a whole fucking forest.
Re-roll, Ranger.
Is that what you were gonna say? Something
You're gonna
about?
roll per block.
That's fair.
Yikes.
9 plus.
It's good. This was, you just needed 10 plus.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I think yours is +3. Everyone else is +2.
You are continuing west.
We go 1 block over. It is now about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock.
Is everyone holding up?
I'm good.
You
I'm
guys
solid.
have been awake. Or wait, you had a long rest.
We did have a long rest,
Yeah.
so we've only been
Yeah.
awake probably for at most 12 hours.
Yeah, I think we woke up
With
early.
a short rest.
Yeah,
With
we
a
had
short
another
rest.
Short rest.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
And we
you're
all had
still good.
rations for Sarah. But I had rations waiting for her when she got
Okay, cool. So we went another block over. Ranger or God, whichever one is gonna say something. Did we stumble upon something, or is Ranger still looking?
Roll.
Well, we fucking got lost, fam, because he just rolled a nat 1.
Wait, so what's the...
Doesn't matter, fam. Nothing matters anymore. Steven rolled a fucking nat 1. God is disappointed, and we are disappointed.
Who else would like to look for the trail?
I don't think we're gonna be allowed to, because I think God is going to say, you got so fucking lost, there's no chance at all.
Is it survival?
Nope. Damon found a trail that he is extraordinarily confident all of you believe him, and it heads north.
Okay, so we're gonna go 1 block north. It is now about 1 in the morning. We have no fucking clue where we are.
Hold up. Do they believed me?
Oh
that
yeah,
Everyone
they believe
believes
you
you.
because you are 1,000% that this is the right trail.
Oh no.
Reroll.
All right, so yeah,
Follow
Steven, go.
Thomas is
So
saying
wait,
bullshit.
it's 1 in the morning. So Steven, re-roll because you know about this trail, fam. Please get a nat 20 and realize that you were wrong back there.
18.
Okay.
18 plus whatever, so
30,
over
so
20.
21.
I'm gonna let
Enough
God
to
decide
help
this
us
one.
read
Can he at
the
least realize he's wrong?
Yeah, so you're following this trail, and you haven't told anybody else yet, but you're pretty sure you're following the trail of a forced creature, like a regular old animal, and not goblins.
Like a herd of.
What would you like to do in this situation? Would you like to double down, or would you like to tell them you fucked up?
Well, they have no idea.
Everyone.
Yeah, they have no idea.
I'm
It's
doubling down.
You
Okay.
just lead us back around.
Whoa!
Secretly lead us back
Whoa!
God.
Wait, so which way is the trail going? 20! Yes!
No! That roll was your persuasion check on them.
No!
So they believe me even more now.
Oh yeah, you doubled down, you were like, we're still following the right trail, and they're all like, gung-ho, let's go!
So wait, you're gonna still lead us the wrong way?
Yes.
On purpose?
Yes.
Damn
Do
it!
this
I
to
want
us.
to go
He
right.
doesn't care.
Fuck!
So yeah, I'll let you,
Continue.
No, he's gonna probably let you decide which direction
oh
to
yeah,
go.
you get to decide the trail from this point.
Oh
You
god.
can
Because
make, like,
it's
a sharp
your
angle
trail.
Turn around.
So where are we right now?
We are
The campaign
no,
is
we are
just
yeah, we're this
Stephen
square right
Davis
here,
and
bam.
Seagulls.
You're one
Take a
square
45
up,
degrees
or no, you're two
backward.
squares up now from where you were progressing
joined a cult.
west.
Let's go
Right?
this way. And
One square.
1 square up,
One
2
square up.
squares left.
Yeah. So I'm going
Okay.
to take us southwest.
Southwest.
Anyways, so we're going southwest now, Steven. Good trail. We are in this square now.
So you're rolling another persuasion check. On,
In this square, or after we moved, or
after you've moved.
okay.
Because he's going
Yeah.
to, if he succeeds, he's going to continue to decide a direction. If he fails, you all are going to lose faith in him. He
5
fails.
total.
You did what?
No. Like, it's not a straight up, you know. It's a,
We
you
doubt.
guys have lost faith.
Why
and
are we
don't
going
think-
back the same direction
Yeah,
we
like-
just
Okay, hey,
came
I'm gonna
from?
go. I'm gonna do this now. Steven, did you lose? I mean, Damon, did you lose the trail?
No, it was there and it had.
You absolutely lost the trail, dude.
his persuasion was 20.
This motherfucker lost the trail. I know when he's lying. So we're lost.
Wait, wouldn't you have to roll persuasion for that?
No, because everyone already lost
everybody,
faith in you,
like,
man.
No matter what you say right now, you're saying it with such a lack of confidence. They all are 100%. You have no idea where you're going.
Okay, but I do believe now that we've gotten to a new square, all of us are allowed a nature roll at this point just to see if we can find anything.
Grant response
That
over
might
to
be-
David. Mr. David, do you believe we lost, sir?
We're not lost. We're just on the path to find the path.
How long ago did you lose us? How long ago did you lose the trail?
Just in the section.
It's like
Yeah, he lost the trail a while ago, guys.
I'd say it's about 4 in the morning now. He probably lost you guys around 1.
Does everyone holding out?
All right, everyone, we're gonna stop real quick just to do a. Let's actually rest for 8 hours because, for the love of God, Moron McGee right here lost us.
Yeah,
so
let's
we'll
do-
wait.
let's
We'll
do a
wake
quick
up in 8
pause.
hours, and when the sun is out, we can see if there's anything that might lead in the correct direction.
And I will, since I have not used any of my things, I'll do the guard.
There we go. We got a guard right there. She's already short rested. She's solid.
Yeah, I'm tall.
Everyone, let's go to sleep.
Does anyone
so
want to
before we-
fight?
Yeah, does anyone
What?
stab Damon in his sleep?
I think Allison,
Wait.
with her alignment, might
Go ahead.
actually stab him.
Before going to sleep, I'm going to use Divine Sense. Check 60 feet around all of us. See if there's anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
All right, cool. Everyone, Allison's gonna keep guard. I'm assuming God's gonna make you
Yeah, no.
roll for that.
You, Grunt, go ahead and roll me a d20.
14.
Okay, go ahead and roll it again.
15.
Okay, Allison, go ahead and roll me a d20.
8.
Ah, that is unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh god.
Any modifiers?
I don't like this.
Nope,
Yeah,
no
it really
modifiers
depends.
because there's gonna be someone that
Yeah,
Allison has to fight probably.
Yeah, probably.
Ambush at night.
Remind me how many goblins you killed?
I personally killed
Just
5.
like in the last one.
Oh,
There was
8.
5, 6,
Oh,
7.
I have it written
Yeah. I
down.
was like, I think it was like 8 or 9.
I can tell you exactly how many died and exactly how many are still alive and upset.
I want to say we only let 5 go or something like that.
Yeah, correct. You only let 5 go.
And I personally murdered 5 of them.
No, 6.
4.
You stabbed one.
You remember you stabbed my guy and picked it up.
No,
Correct.
Keep shaking the
Correct.
trying to scare you.
What do you know?
I can't wait to find out how this XP stuff works. Let's go.
So real quick, can you guys lay out the camp for me?
Obviously, we're all in defensive positions with our weapons in our hands.
Obviously, Matt.
Yeah, I definitely assume you guys are sleeping with your weapon.
Okay.
Mr.
So-
Damon, I
Did anyone pitch a tent?
Yes, means.
You can see pitch tent. And then, did you guys pitch tent?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so Aries and Grant are in this tent. We'll go Mark and Damon in this tent. I don't think it matters that much. I'll go ahead and put
Betty, pretty necklace.
Maxine in this tent, and I will be sitting
Quick hands
kind of
you
like
got
right here
I can
as
play
a
with a little
guard in the center.
Are you just like in your own little? So like we're in a complete
Well, she's
circle.
got our tent, and then it's like a semicircle around me, and I'm just like chilling.
Chilling like a villain because she's evil.
Hey. Secretly, I'm stabbing everyone in their sleep. That's what's
She's
happening
my
right now.
villain.
Okay, so it is set up like that. Where did I?
This right smell like pork.
Oh no.
Ambush!
This needs to go on the table.
Uh-oh.
They're called the fleet.
So I am going to. I'm just going to tell you what's happening.
Okay.
There are goblins.
Yeah,
They are shooting arrows at the tent that is closest to them.
which is gonna be me.
So I am going to roll for the goblins, and then I'm going to have both of you. I'm going to roll to hit. So some of them, if they hit, are guaranteed to hit, and then the 2 of you are going to make. Yeah, you're gonna hear the tent rip and have a chance to evade the arrow, or not
Okay.
evade,
Okay.
but it'll determine which of you gets hit.
Well, at least
Second roll.
Yeah, at least like one arrow would hit. Give him like a split second to figure that out, and then get out of the room.
Yeah,
Cover
because
your
goblins
vital
suck.
organs.
Well, and this is if they even because they're shooting blindly into a tent. You guys might be fine. I take that back.
Has Allison noticed while keeping watch?
Ideally,
Well, you're going to notice, but I'm rolling
this is
separately.
like split seconds.
Yeah, they're all firing at basically the same time.
Okay.
So, like I said, they all shot at about the same time. 4 of them came through the I don't want to tell you how much damage
Yeah,
they're taking.
6 damage. I already know.
No, it's 8.
8?
Oh my god.
How is it 8?
Goblin short bow is 1d6 plus 2. And I rolled a 6. Or the goblin rolled a 6. God
Can-
had nothing to do with this.
Can
We're not
I?
gonna do a saving throw.
Can I scream loud enough to wake everyone up?
Oh,
Specifically him.
Everyone's awake now at this point.
Allison heard the tent ripping. Like, she heard the arrows going through. She's gonna hear your fucking scream of agony.
Can I
because
yell?
you're on 1 HP now.
I'm pretty
and-
sure I'm hearing a scream.
Yeah,
That's
his scream.
What's your name?
Aries.
Well,
Aries.
actually, yeah, I'd say it probably wakes up these two, but since you're actually sleeping peacefully, go ahead and
Oh fuck!
roll.
He's got PTSD from the scream.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point.
Shit.
Roll,
Oh.
roll a Constitution
Fuck,
check.
Oh dear. I'm scared of Grant's backstory.
Some serious.
It's a 9.
It's
Hang
a
on.
6.
What's a 6? Oh.
All right on your parade.
Oh.
6.
Oh.
This could work out. This could work out fine.
Or
I
Go
terrible.
full berserk.
Hold on.
Just run out slashing everything.
Laughed at me. We lost.
Alright, hang on a second. So. 8.
Yeah. So you're gonna be kind of useful / not useful.
Jesus.
Allison, go ahead and roll. So you know that the goblins are there. I'm going to have you roll a perception check to see if you can immediately ascertain where the arrows came from.
Okay. Thank you. Oh no.
You do not know where the arrows came from.
No.
Oh, is this the Knight of Wands?
Just yell.
No, it's a 5.
Yell to wake everyone up.
Can
I'll
I
get her dice.
yell to call Ares over to heal him?
Yes, you definitely can. But real quick, Grunt, you hear screaming in your sleep. You don't react well to it. You pick up both of your hand axes and burst through the side of yours and Aries' tent, headed towards where the screams are coming from.
Oh.
So
So-
basically, Grunch just hears screaming, just fucking
Yeah, you
beats
just-
through the fucking thing.
You guys don't have a tent anymore, by the way.
Fuck! I'm
You
sorry.
just had to say you punched through it again, didn't you? You just had to say you punched through it.
This one is
Jason.
Jason's.
Jason,
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
there goes my tent.
Um,
There goes 5 gold pieces. Well spent.
So I'm gonna say you mad rush over to their tent. So you're over here now. They are still in their tent. Soon to be getting out. But let's roll initiative.
Let's start with Allison.
We're gonna start with Allison.
Everybody comes crashing into the tent.
Oh my god, I got a 3.
Ah.
Wow.
That's 5, right, for you? Is it plus 2?
Yeah, I have a +2 to my initiative.
Yeah. So Allison gets a 5. Maxine,
14.
and then Grunt. I'm going to give you a bonus to your initiative because you're kind of in a blind right now. So you're gonna get a +2 to whatever you roll plus your dex modifier.
Okay.
Wow.
I get a 1.
So you got some
A
5.
natural 1.
I hate that.
You did say it was a blind rage.
So if
I have no idea who I'm angry at.
if I hadn't already said you were getting that bonus, you would be at the bottom regardless because it was a 1. But you're not going to get your dex modifier at this point. You're just going to be at a 3.
Okay.
Aries,
What's that?
14.
14, 15.
15. Cool.
Yay, I actually might go first for once.
Can you just breathe fire and everything?
Mark,
I'm thinking of that, yeah.
3.
4.
cool. Damon,
I thought my 5 was bad.
6, so 9.
9.
9.
Damn.
Cool.
I'm on the ground bleeding to death right
Wait,
now.
where's the arrow stuck at?
Bum, bum.
Great question, God. Where's the arrow at in me?
I
Sounded
would say it
right
went
butt
into your
cheek.
stomach.
I died this turn because I'm also
Are you
almost
shielding
last.
him with your body right now?
I'll do what I can. But I have to
Remember
run
what
the
our
check.
backstories are and what your job has always been, asshole.
Yeah, he has a good point.
He does.
You should.
This is where
Shielding
backstories come into play.
So,
First
are you gonna
arrow.
yell out medic in all of this? Just scream out medic?
Yes, I believe.
Because I don't know he's bleeding.
You don't know what the fuck's going on. You're like, Grant, where the fuck did you go?
No, that was just like, wake up,
It's
see
like
you're
start
gone,
moving.
see the tent half destroyed, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm just waiting on God telling me when to roll through.
Yeah, roll.
So
yeah,
what is
roll.
Grant doing with his hand?
Yeah, I'm just
I'm just fucking apparently like, just flailing in the breeze, apparently.
I feel like I'm gonna get thrown by accident.
I feel like you might get a chest to an axe to the chest by
It's
accident.
like, Grunt, what are you? And then I was brushed off. because I'm a man.
Maxine and Aries, you guys rolled the same initiative, but since I think in the grand scheme of things, Maxine is closer, I'm gonna have her go before you.
Okay.
And you guys are unaware. You know there are goblins, but you don't know how many enemies there are right now, so you aren't going to initially know where they are, what their initiative is.
Making calculations over there, God.
So I'm not trying to figure all this out. Basically, this was the rundown. We all went to sleep. Allison said, you meditate, right? Is that what you do?
I wasn't even
she was
meditating.
just
I was just chilling.
So she was just relaxing there. Everything's fine. The gorgeous sunrise was coming up. All of a sudden, just you hear a whistling in the trees. Not sure what it is. All of a sudden, you hear some spunking. All of a sudden, ow! And then everyone's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Alright, Grunt gets to introduce all of our combat from now on.
Oh, God.
Alright, Maxine,
I woke up
So-
to red.
you are first. You can...
Why am I bleeding?
You don't know where the enemies are, so you're going to be moving right now, and then depending on where you move, you can attempt to find the enemies.
I'm going to
Get rid of it.
jump out of the flap of our tent.
Yeah, not through the side.
Yes. The tent is intact behind me. With my club in one hand and my...
Also, I'm going to say getting out of the tent, I'm going to count that as 5 feet.
Okay. Club in one hand, sickle in the other. And I'm going to run in the direction of the screaming.
Alright, so you're headed over towards their tent.
Yes.
So that's
It's where the party seems
10.
to be.
15, and then are you going to, try and get in the tent, or what's going on here?
So, has Grunt, torn into their tent?
No, Grunt is just, standing there with a hand axe in either hand, just, breathing really heavily, looking around for something to hack
Smash.
at. Yeah. Grunt smash.
Um,
That was his initiative action, basically.
I'm going to enter the flap of the tent again and
Alright.
scope out the situation.
So Maxine
I
is
see-
now in the 2-person tent with both of you.
Can you? I look at Maxine and I go, I agree, but now is not a great time. I'm fucking dying here.
No time like the present.
Alright, so that
You got me there. Damon, out. Go kill them.
Fucking jump on him, arrow
Can
just
you bring
stabs
the
him.
medic?
Damon, you go find the medic.
So you have 10 feet of movement left. Are you
Okay.
going to stay in the tent with them, or are you going to move somewhere else at this point?
So have I scoped out the situation and seen the arrows and figured shit out?
Oh, you can see the arrow in him. So I'd say you have a pretty good grasp that you're under attack and he's in pain.
Okay. So I'm going to not run but do crawl,
Okay.
low to the ground, and exit the tent and circle up here to join Grunt.
Does Grunt see Maxine,
Oh god.
like army crawling towards him?
Slowly.
Grunt is aware of his allies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want
Please
to
don't
make sure.
start hacking at our own friends.
Head off.
I come in peace.
Just
Yeah.
look down. Worm.
I come in pieces.
Grunt also is at the bottom of initiative right now, so we
Okay.
don't have to worry about you hacking anyone's head off.
Thank God.
Yeah.
For now.
For now,
Does he
Aries,
hurt himself while he's
Alright.
falling?
it is now your turn.
I'm assuming I don't need to take the 5-foot rule of getting out of my fucking tent that's no longer existent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one.
The fact that a
Save the
giant
tent.
orc-sized hole is now on the side of it.
You know what? You got a
Just we
point.
don't have to
We'll
spend
just,
another 5 gold pieces on the
there we
tent.
If we live.
Alright, so move me 1 my way and then diagonal towards Maxine, yeah.
This is 5'10". You're beside Maxine.
Maxine, what's happening?
What the
There's
fuck
an
is going
arrow
on?
sticking out of Mark.
Got it. Start moving towards that. Well, move into the tent with Mark and
Put you right on top of
Damon,
this.
yeah.
So you move through her
Just
square.
spooking you.
So that was 5, 10, 15. So you've moved 20 at this point.
Yeah. Alright. You get 5 points of HP and that's all my points.
Thank you.
Oh, touch me again.
Where's
Touch me
As soon
again,
as I
Daddy.
as soon as I heal and he says that, I was like, nope, never mind, you
One
get
more
3.
time, Daddy.
Really
Clearly where the
quick.
party isn't happening
Um,
right
I would like to recommend.
Maxine's like, whoa, what am I missing in that tent?
now. Like, hold up.
Well, actually, no. This is fine. So yeah, you heal him for 5.
I'm assuming you wanted me to do Divine Sense to find out where they were, but I used my action on healing.
Yeah.
I mean, currently priority is the fact that this
Yeah, he's gonna
dude
die.
is dying, so that's kind of important.
It's just an accessory sticking out of him now. It's like body jewelry.
We forgot to pull the
It's a
arrow out.
really invasive piercing.
Don't pull it out.
Grunt just looks down and is like,
Super metal if you run at the goblins with an arrow sticking out. You're like, what the fuck?
Except
There's
if
a
he
bar
bumps into
completely
something,
pissed.
it just
Alright,
further
my
impairs
last
him.
10 feet, 5 feet out, 5 feet to the adjacent square.
So to the left.
To your left.
My left, yeah. So move him just there, right there.
South, move south, yeah.
Okie dokie.
I have my mace and hand axe ready. So. Oh, goblins are up.
I feel like Grunt's about to have fun though.
This is possible.
Until he realizes what he's done.
No, I think he'll be fine. Considering the fact that he was thinking of chopping off a goblin's head earlier. Yesterday?
no. Grunt was basically just having a moment because he was just remembering stuff about his past. Oh, oops, maybe that is a bad thing.
Goblins are walking at us in a square formation.
Well,
Okay.
is one of them clearly the leader?
This is where you guys, or this is where they were standing when they attacked you.
Why don't you ask the fucking deer?
They are going to be advancing on you, so you guys are going to get to know what you're up against.
Woo!
These are the 5 goblins that got away from you.
And I
Magic
shot
missile
the
their
dude's
asses
head.
again.
I gotta wait for my turn!
Yeah, she got to wait for her turn. Just as so this is the only refresher I'm going to give you. In the future, if you forget these stats, you will have to
Do it again.
use target sense again. So goblins, their AC, HP, and speed. AC is 15. They have 7 base health, and they have a speed of 30. Allison, in the last fight, wounded 2 of the ones escaping for 3 damage each. So 3 of the goblins you're up against have their full 7 health, and then 2 of the goblins you're up against have 4 health. And that brings us to the next thing. These 4 aren't goblins.
Goblins?
They're white and black. Would you like to guess?
No, use the skill.
Penguins?
Well, no, you're
Please?
I've just not like, do you want to guess in game? This is out of game. Do you want to take a guess before I tell you? Because it's very obvious once you see them.
Goblins.
Black penguins.
They're white and black. No, they're not penguins, although that would be great, and I'm going to write up stats for a penguin soon.
Yes!
Humans in white and black armor.
No.
Wait.
Deer!
That's-
It's a deer fighting with them!
They're black?
The colors of them are white and black?
Skunks?
Yeah, like, these white dye that I'm using are pretty representative of what they are.
Cute.
Dice!
They're skeletons.
Hey! Grunt gets a point.
Fuck!
Wait, goblins are in control of skeletons?
Skeletons are mindless. They just follow orders. That's all they can do.
Goblins
Skeleton
can't give
soldiers.
Yeah.
No, goblins can't.
Where's the king?
Where's the
They had to be
necromancer?
somewhere close.
No, where's the necromancer is my question at that point.
I do have necromancy.
Did you bring
Could you tell them
skeletons
what
to
to
kill
do?
us?
I did not, but I could probably figure
That would be
something out.
fucking great if I was in cahoots with Allison and she's the big bad, but no.
Oh my god, we should have!
Fucking accent, Allison. No, I was kidding.
So the skeletons are moving
Actually, I probably
forward.
would have done that since I know you're evil and I see skeletons coming my way and it's like,
We all turn on each other. So we're all seeing the skeletons.
Oh yeah,
So we're all on the same page. There are skeletons.
the goblins actually rolled higher initiative than the rest of you that are left as well.
Alright, Max.
Enjoy.
You and me go first. Or Vanguard. We go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
1 second. They do have a finite supply of arrows, so that's good for you guys.
Well, I mean, if one almost kills him, I don't know how many more is necessary.
That's fair.
Well, I
Like
mean,
close to
Yeah.
first.
But they
Oh,
also have to roll to hit every single one of them, and depending on who they're attacking, they will possibly still have disadvantage. But I don't think they're gonna. Well, they might still go for the 10. I know what I'm gonna do. So, 2 of the goblins have fired their arrows and missed. They were shooting into the tent again. Those arrows just kind of land harmlessly around the tent or in the tent, but they don't hit
Chuck it
anybody.
at him.
And then those 3 are going to bum. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. So cool. 2 more arrows come flying at Ares. Both of them miss him by a mile.
Ah, I still haven't taken damage, bitches! Come on!
Don't ask.
Say that out loud and I'm gonna fucking stab you with my dagger.
A grunt, on the other hand, is gonna get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Not a lot.
You take 6 damage.
Jesus Christ.
He's not here.
He's got 5 HP left, I think.
So all of the goblins have acted. Damon, it's your turn.
Hey, so I would like to jump out of the tent and
Scan the skeleton.
scan the skeleton.
Okay, so you're going to take 5 movement to get out of the tent.
And then I'm going to go to this side of area, so 15.
Yep. So 15, you are in front of the skeletons. You're going to use target sense on them.
Ready.
Leg's voice comes into all 6 of your guys' ears. Grunt doesn't really hear what Leg is saying. He just knows he has a voice in his head and he's not happy about it.
Just getting there, just getting more
Another
angry
one.
and angry and angry.
Skeletons have an armor class of 13. They wear armor scraps. Hit points is 13, and they have a speed of 30 feet.
What
Oh, it logged me
weapons?
out. That's why I couldn't access anything.
Do they have like a uniform type of weapon?
Yes, they're all carrying short swords. And you can tell that because they're 10 feet from you.
Okay. So, if I were to if I charged at these two, and assuming they're 5 feet from each other, great sword has that kind of swing. Could I potentially hit both?
So each square is 5 feet, which means they're roughly 5 feet apart from each other. So I'm going to say no, not really.
Then
Maybe later on, as you get more skills, you can intentionally try and do that, and we'll roll for it. But right now, no.
okay, so I want to move in front of 4, and I
Okay.
want to attack 4.
And kicking 4. Roll the hit.
Good. 1. Fuck.
Well,
I missed.
so you did want to try and hit 2, and that was your thought process going into this. So you take your great sword in both hands, you bring it behind your head, and you swing with a mighty blow that completely whiffs the 2 skeletons standing roughly in front of you, and you start spinning in a circle, and...
Kevin's just cringing on the ground.
Okay, cool. Yes, you fall to the ground, and the great sword flies out of your hands.
If it hits me, I swear to God.
No,
So-
your great sword is over
This will
here.
get better soon.
So before my turn ends, can I yell something to Ares?
Yeah, you can yell at Ares.
Dude, fire!
It's not my turn yet. It's gonna have to go through these 3 turns first.
Yeah, you're here now. Your great sword's over there, and you are also prone, same as Maxine.
I feel like I'm prone, like crouched, ready to go, and he's on his back.
He's just like,
Just
oh my
like-
God.
For all intents and purposes, he's prone.
He just got off Guardians of the Galaxy. He's gonna vomit.
Some ibuprofen.
Okay, Allison, your turn,
Okay.
and you're still over here.
I am.
How far is your range on
Great job keeping watch, asshole!
I'm sorry! At least we know where the goblins are now!
How far was the magic bolts?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a magic missile.
Which is a cantrip, right?
well in the
No,
past
it's a spell. I'm
for
going
me.
to cast my spell. My magic action for this
Use
is,
gun, not
I
sword.
believe, the fuck you. I'm going to target the one that is closest to Damon.
I have
Okay,
morning wood,
cool,
not
cool,
morning steel.
And so, fuck you
It
in
never does anyone
particular.
any good.
And she did just do the cantrip.
Yes, she
I
did.
did the thing, so go fuck yourself.
Fuck you in particular.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
No, it's a single target.
Oh, it's a 4!
And you're gonna roll that 3 times,
Oh, yeah, cool.
and it's +1, so that's 5 already.
Damn.
And that is the 4th one, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's 1.
So 2.
So that's 7 out of 13. And 3, so 10.
Okay, 10.
And you can still move if you would like.
Cool. I think I will move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna move over here.
Okay. I love how Allison's moving away from all of you. She's like, y'all can be my meat shield right now.
That was
Like,
the
I would
plan.
like to not be associated with this.
Here's her evil coming out. She's uses you guys as bait in the meat shield.
I'm aware.
that's her high elf privilege.
That's fair.
True facts.
The Commonwealth must die for royalty.
Mark!
For
It's
skin.
your turn!
How you feeling, my dude?
How
Are
you
you going to
doing?
bleed some?
Now,
I'm gonna put this out here. I'm rooting for you guys.
No, I
I
don't.
don't
Oh,
feel
man.
like you are.
Sips his orange juice.
Thirsty.
For the blood of your enemies, clearly.
Okay. I'm assuming at this point, is my tent fucked up because of all the arrows and shit? How is my tent looking?
You can't just walk through the wall where the arrows have been coming through, but you're gonna need a new tent.
Okay. We were at such a disadvantage.
You were
here.
such a badass in the last fight.
Yeah, except I'm dying right now because no one would let me long rest.
Look upon their god.
The
Okay.
god of weeping stomach.
Okay. I'm gonna take my goddamn hand axe that I have on me. I'm gonna take a step out with you right here.
So that's
Aries.
10 because you had
Aries.
to get out of the 10.
I'm gonna look at number 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw my hand axe at that motherfucker.
Cool.
15.
That hits.
Okay. 6 total.
And that was the third one?
That was the third one. Okay.
Assuming
As my bonus action, I'm going to look at Ares and I'm going to, my man, I'm gonna give you some badass fucking.
Nice. It's now Grunt's turn. Grunt, you have disadvantage on your attack, but if you do hit, you get to slam down with both hand axes at the same time.
Okay.
Using both right now for you is considered a single action,
Okay.
but you do have disadvantage to hit.
Okay. Alright. I think what Grunt's gonna do, if I can move, attack, and then move again, correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to move up equal to with that first skeleton, that number 1 skeleton.
So 10 movement.
Yeah.
Yep. So skeleton number 1.
No, I'm going to be like equal with him this way. So like here's the line of 4. Grunt is right at the top of it. So like just like that, yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're using 15 movement.
Yeah, I'm going to attack that first one, and then I'm going to move on again.
Oh, so he's gonna move this.
No, I'm going to attack him,
Yeah,
and I'm
he's
going to
gonna
continue
attack
that direction of travel.
Um,
that was going before.
So
Towards the goblins, yeah.
roll
So roll
your
it, so hit
d20,
him. Yeah, attack.
and you have disadvantage.
I have a 1.
For the second time in the combat.
In a row. Let me mind you. In a row. I rolled a
God
1.
show mercy.
God shouldn't have put the skeletons in for no reason. The goblins would have been problem enough, and then he added 4 fucking skeletons with more HP. And
If you knew what was going on, you would know why the skeletons
I'm
were
aware
there.
that there's probably some bullshit reason for it, but nevertheless, you should have known to yourself as the DM that there was no way in hell we were gonna manage the 5 goblins plus 4 skeletons.
You did really well against 14
When we
goblins.
had the spells!
I wish the buck had mentioned the walking bones.
Grunt,
I just imagine us
you
all
take
on the
your
ground.
hand axes. You are going to bring them down with a mighty swing onto the skeleton in front of you.
Into the dirt.
Yes. Instead of that, you swing down in front of you. You, with the skeleton entirely, both of the hand axes go into the ground, and you end up doing a somersault into the skeleton.
Really hurts them?
Do we knock it up?
Wait, can it be a side effect? They domino effect backwards as well, causing damage to them because of their bones.
They're very
Yes,
extremely
actually.
brittle.
Yes! Your fuck up might help!
Saved by the
I am a
somersault.
merciful god.
Kill Grunt if you have to.
So your hand axes, because of the might with which you brought them down, they're in the dirt, and they are going to take an action to get out if you want to use them
Okay.
moving forward.
Okay.
So
They're harder than they were in the logs!
so yeah, if we get back to your turn,
Big answer.
There's a big if here, boys.
Hold on.
if you pull them out of the ground, it's an action per one.
So it'd
that
be 2 actions. So it'd be an action, then wait, and then an action again.
on your next turn if we got there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are now in this square because you somersaulted forward into that skeleton. All of the skeletons
That's not
are
close,
going
guys.
to get shoved over this way. All 4 of the skeletons are considered prone now. Currently, the skeletons are in a little bit of a disarray.
And a tangle.
they are not fully together right now.
Oh, they're disjointed.
A little bit, yeah. So all of the skeletons are
We'll see.
currently considered prone. Okay, so these two, in that case, these two are tangled. These two are just somewhat disjointed.
Okay, that I can live with. Okay, whose turn is it? For the love of God.
It is indeed Maxine's turn.
I don't think you get movement, fam.
Yeah,
No,
he.
it's not that. Since now I understand what bonus actions are, I think I have a bonus action.
Okay, what are your?
It's
I'm gonna break it to you, fam.
It's second win. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 1 HP.
Second
Well,
wind,
okay,
yeah.
are you fucking
Damn.
injured right now?
He's
Yeah,
lost
I've-
6 damage.
I lost half my health with that arrow.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Fair.
So it was 1d10.
Yes.
Nice. Roll that sucker.
Yeah.
0.
No, that's 10.
Oh, that's 10.
Yeah, that's 10.
There's no zeros on any dice
Okay,
for
guys.
fuck's sake.
Alright.
Alright, so 1d...
So you're back at 12.
Okay.
So his second one is as soon as he lands, he's like, ah! I'm ready.
All right,
You're still-
Maxine.
Why are the
left.
goblins still here?
So, prone. Maxine was prone. You are prone. Right now.
And all of the skeletons. A lot of people
All the
proning right
skeletons
now.
are gonna take
And
over.
all of the skeletons are also considered prone right
So
now.
Grunch is on his ass right now.
Guess what, fam? That's good for you. You roll with advantage now because you're going to be within 5 feet
These
of
five
these
fuckers
fuckers.
are back here like, they killed all of our people.
Actually, alright, so,
Well, no.
Kevin,
Hang on, Steven has a point. The goblins they knew that we were like badasses. So they sent these skeletons and then they just watched Grunt come out, fucking just miss. And,
He was
he watched
somersault.
Steven come out,
Put my
watched
sword
Steven
in
do that miss, watched Grunt walk up.
The skeletons are like, the goblins are like, how the fuck did any of us die to
They're like,
this
there were 14 of us and there's 5 of us left. What happened?
alright,
They're all, they literally probably looked and went, the only people in this camp that has done anything are the only 2 that we were scared of, that one and the one that we injured. When they're gone, nothing else can be done with this group. They can't do shit. Fucking dumbass over here threw his sword. Dumbass over here threw his axes into the ground.
And yet, Grunch still did shit.
It is Maxine's
Damon tried to
turn.
do shit.
Okay.
Damon
Yeah,
tired.
level.
What are you gonna do, love?
so those skeletons are gonna have to take
Did-
their own turns to
Did
stand
Ares
up.
ever use his fire?
No.
Not
He
yet.
comes after you.
Okay.
Listen.
Does Ares know I'm
2
fire
injured.
resistant?
I'm gonna say
They
he
only
doesn't.
have-
Okay.
So you're just gonna hedge your bet on it.
They're only 6 HP.
Okay. Oop.
You can tell him you are fire
Yeah,
resistant
I'm
because
trying-
it is your turn.
Yes. That I was not going to tell him if he already knew.
Oh, okay, I got you.
13.
Just look it up. I don't burn well.
Because I can kill one of them
So I'm gonna
in one
stand.
Okay,
I'm gonna run up here.
so that's 15 to
Uh,
there.
Yes. So this is Ares
I'm
and
no
Then
black
me.
and white.
I came out and threw my hand axe on him.
Yeah,
He's
it's
standing
Ares
right
and
behind
Mark.
her.
Ares and Mark, and this is Damon.
That's Grunt.
And that's great.
They're both on the ground.
So
Can I get a hand?
Grunch is on his neck,
So-
like just.
Real.
He protected me for so many years.
I know you use swords. I used to use guns.
So the hand axes are right there in the square behind Grunt. So Maxine, you've moved up to here with 15 feet.
I'm gonna yell out to Ares. I'm fire resistant.
Are you
Whoa,
fireproof or fire resistant?
Fire resistant.
So you can still take damage.
Some.
Okay.
I'm going to raise my club and bring it down on the pile of skeletons.
Okay. So which one? 1 or 2?
This one.
Roll to hit.
I thought you weren't.
1.
We're on the ground.
And because
Thud into dirt.
you are within 5 feet, you have advantage. That being the case, you're going to roll twice and take the higher roll to hit. If you hit with the first one, you get it.
Blow on my die.
I'm so happy with Grunch fuck up.
4.
Roll again.
I wouldn't have her blow on the
I
second one.
wouldn't either! No!
Is that?
Do I get to use a modifier?
Oh god, I thought that was a 1.
This head
Don't
dive
have
into
me
the
blow
pile of
anything.
bones.
I hate this game.
My strength modifier is 0.
Okay. Cool.
Blow fire!
Let's just
so
drop below.
yeah, Maxine walks forward, raises her club, but she's obviously not used to using it, and just starts smacking the ground around the pile of bones.
Cool.
I don't
The
even
goblins.
hit them.
No.
Aim assist is turned off.
Ares.
Alright, I'm going to sidestep south 1 square. So when I fire, I hit all 4 of them in the 3rd section. Ares, bust my fire!
Can Grunt just look at Ares and say something?
You're on the ground. Shut up.
Oh, that's right. I'm probably still staring at my ass.
How about this? So I move 5, 10, 15, and below this way.
Yeah, you can do that, and that'll hit all of them.
Will it hit Grunt?
No.
No.
Okay, cool.
The fire's gonna stop like right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
He's like, I'm sorry.
I mean, Maxine's still gonna get hit by it.
It's
but...
good if I take some fire damage because it enables me to use another
Isn't
spell I
there a
have.
ha-ha?
That's hand axe.
Okay.
Ha
He is a cruel god after all.
This is where you die.
I was like, that's a little rude.
This is where Grunt fucked up.
Vindictive overlord.
The 2 monuments to fuck up.
Yeah.
My sword and your axe.
I want you to know the
And my
official
club.
D&D Beyond website considers this encounter deadly even for 6 players. And that's assuming that we were all fully healed up and ready for battle. I would just like that to be known, you piece of shit. God,
I have faith
love
in you.
yes, but
Even with just 2 skeletons, it's still deadly.
Don't
So,
get shot next
fire!
So they are making a dex save, right?
They're making...
Yes, it's a dex
Yeah.
save.
So I get my 2 dice attack from
give
fire,
Maxine a little.
and... or you do your roll first,
Yeah,
right?
they're gonna make their saving throw, and then we're going to determine the damages, and it's a dex, so they get plus that. I'm rolling the 2 that are tangled together as the same. They do have disadvantage, which is good for you because the first roll was a 15. Aha! So they are going to take full, and then I'm going to roll for the other 2. So 2 is okay. So 2 and 1 are both going to take half damage, and then the 2 directly in front of you are probably going to die.
We need to see if the captain will train us.
I got 10. So the 2 in front of me dead,
Both
and then
did
the
10.
other 2 back up 5.
Dude,
So I
I'm
have
sure if I was
15
barbarian,
movement
when
left.
you put your
Should I move
fist
forward?
through the hole.
Real quick, we're also going to resolve. You have resistance. Yes.
So make another roll for your saving throw,
Yeah.
so you can make quarter damage.
So roll a d20. You have to get 11 or better.
6.
Yeah.
Well, you tried.
So you took 5 damage.
Okay.
You attacked
That's
her for 5 damage.
Cool. She said blew her, so I blew her.
That's okay.
Skeletons get to do their shit.
really, really hard.
And then the goblins get to do their shit. So those 2 are dead. We've got those 2 which have taken 5 damage each, and they have to get put back together. I'm a little sad you killed those 2 because I was gonna roll for both of them, and if they failed the rolls, one of them was gonna have 2 of the same hand, like 2 left hands with no weapon, and the other one was gonna have 2 right hands with both the
I
swords.
was thinking that I should have gone to where Grunt was and fired that way instead, since those 2 are easy kills.
Yeah.
Hindsight.
So they both need to put themselves back together. So I'm gonna roll for that first and foremost, and they can't move until they put themselves back together. Ha! I'm glad you said intelligence because I wasn't thinking about it. Totally makes sense. The first one fails.
It's like, where does this bone go to?
Puts fever
The
in the-
second one succeeds.
Yes.
So 2 is still prone and in a mess. 1 is no longer prone, is put back together, and is going to...
That was his action to get back together.
Yeah, but he can move.
He can move.
Oh.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
just
plus 5.
gonna... Yep. Bop. So I am gonna say every turn, his flame breath lit the forest on fire. Every time we get back to him, the fire is going to spread out 5 feet. And also if you are within the fire, you are going to... 6 divided by 2. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll do that. Alright, and now the goblins. So those 2...
Fire's coming toward them, right?
Fire's going everywhere.
Yeah, the fire is going to spread out 1 block. So the goblins are attacking now.
Are you gonna make a shot again?
Uh-huh. Alrighty, Roo. So one of them hits. Allison, you are taking 3 damage. And then the other 3 are gonna go boop, boop, boop. Cool.
Do we know which ones are damaged and which ones aren't for the goblins?
Yes. Yeah, fuck it. Those 2 that are by themselves.
Excellent.
Which is why they're targeting you, because you're the one who
Well, they want to fuck. Let's go.
they want to fuck.
Wrong character.
Wrong series.
Rubbing off on her.
Fuck. That hits. That hits. That does not hit. Grunt is taking 7 damage. Maxine is taking 3 damage.
Okay, well that puts me at 2 HP.
Love it.
So I could use some of that healing.
I got no more healings. I already tried healing this
Well,
guy.
rip to me.
How much HP do you have left?
2.
Run!
How?
Move, bitch.
That or best defense is the best offense.
Damon, it's now your turn.
So go
Alright.
kill something.
Good
So-
work.
Just picking up my greatsword again costs an action.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
no.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna say you're gonna run over there, pick it up, and then it's gonna take your movement. But
Yeah. So picking that up.
Yay! You have your greatsword back.
Yay! Now,
Don't try. Go to the one skeleton that's alive.
which
You can
one
hit
of
both
these?
of them.
The number 1 is the one that's up. Number 2 still has to get out of being prone.
Then I'm gonna go for 1.
All right. So roll to hit.
10 plus 3, 13.
Okie dokie. So you do hit.
3, 6. 8.
And he is at 1 HP. Allison, it is your turn.
Okay. How far are we? I would like to acid splash them. They must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or they need to take 1d6 of damage.
Okie dokie. So go ahead and cast your acid
Melting
splash.
All right, melt in hell, bitch.
And it's a dexterity saving throw for them.
Yeah.
So everyone write
What
down your
is
best
what do they
D&D
have to get better than?
12.
Everyone write down
12?
your
Okay.
best D&D pun.
They both succeeded their throw. That's unfortunate. Would you like to move?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and go back to our tent and grab our tent.
What?
Save the possessions.
Okay.
Well, I
Save
don't
our
want it to get burnt.
Save our
Okay.
shit from the fire.
So I'm getting the tent. The tent is in my possession now.
Oh, Mark.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Alright, so there's the skeleton just sitting in front of me right now.
Yep, at 1 HP.
You two have so much in common.
Hey, Steven.
Oh, he's at 6.
I know, but he started at 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm doing twice as well as you.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess
Hurt anyone?
stab this fucker with a dagger.
Cool.
Plus 4.
What is it?
13.
I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, that was a hit if Steven hit it on 13.
doesn't hit.
Wait,
Or wait, no. Skeleton. Cool.
Phyllis
Skeleton,
is
it hits.
lawful evil.
Okie
If-
dokie.
I feel like chaotic evil. I feel like she's all
You're
I
gonna
feel
do 1 damage.
I'm not
yeah,
I feel
gonna
like she's
do
a
it's dead.
stickler for the rules, though. For the
Okie
times rules.
dokie then. So
Big
now
granola.
there's only what? 1 skeleton left?
That's still on the ground, yeah.
All right.
8 HP.
That one's dead. So yeah, there's the 1 skeleton and the 5 goblins.
Okay. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm pretty chill where I'm at. I don't think I have anything else I can really do. Oh, you know what? Who's next?
Me.
You're next?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Maxine, and then Jason. Or okay, Aries.
Because Grunt, then you? No, you.
Grunt, then
I did
Maxine, then
then
Ares.
Maxine.
So it's those 3 after you.
Okay.
I have a plan.
You know you take an
Alright, fam, as a bonus action, let's go, Grunt!
You
Oh,
have
wait, no,
fun.
yeah. I picked up the bones of the skeleton.
just like standing there.
Like inside his skull.
If that's what
Like
scared the
maracas.
shit out of the goblins, I don't know what is.
Come on, let's go, Grunt!
I mean, we wasted 3 skeletons in comparison to like the goblins.
And the goblins are just chilling.
Alright, yeah. Alright, cool. Turn's over. I did give you Bardic Inspiration.
So yeah, Grunt, it's your turn. What is your plan? Do you even have a weapon
I
anymore?
don't. I have punch.
Cool. That does damage.
It does a solid 5. Doesn't need any rolls to it.
He's still on the ground. Stomp.
Huh?
Just stomp his skull into dust.
Yeah, you can stomp on the
Don't.
one on the
There's
ground.
fire around him. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
you don't want to be in the fire because you take fire damage.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That's nasty. That's 10.
And
Fire
that
hurts.
skeleton is already going to be burning. By
That's
the way,
one
he
of
didn't
the
take fire
charred.
damage during his turn to reassemble.
Okay, so the general rule for a situation like this would be any creature in the fire on their turn would take 1d8 fire damage,
Okay.
which is good on the skeleton, but I want to make sure that you all are okay with that if you happen to end up in the fire. Because like Maxine, while it's going to be halved,
She has 2 health.
Upon remembering that
you're going to have the chance to move out, so that's going to be good.
if we haven't done anything past my turn, upon remembering that fire is a thing, I did have movement left, and I went ahead and and yeeted my ass back this way.
Cool.
Just for the record. Good luck, everyone else.
Yeah, I got charged at the goblins.
Rattling bones. at the
So
back.
are you
Yeah, I'm rattling the bones as I go.
are
You
you
got
all
this.
okay with this being 1d8 of damage on that skeleton?
Yeah, just everyone run for your fucking life in the goddamn fire.
Would you guys prefer that he rolls for the damage since he caused this fire, or since it's now a fire that exists, would you prefer I roll?
I prefer you roll at this point, so God is the problem and not. So that way I get
Fair.
mad at God and not Jason.
Alright, skeleton on the ground takes 5 damage.
Dead.
Cool.
Not dead. but
Not
almost
dead. Almost dead.
Got 3 HP.
Yeah, it's got 3 HP. Grunt.
Stand up, charge him.
Nope, don't run into that fire.
Not the skeleton,
No.
I'm talking about the
So,
goblins.
Okay, cool.
Is he still berserking, by the way?
trying to talk
I'm
to an
gonna
animal.
say falling on his ass
That's
kind of
not
brought
one
him
of
back
his
to
spells.
reality.
And what happened?
Then Grunt is going to move, let's say 20 paces towards the group of 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then Grunt is going to use Intimidation on the middle one.
I mean, since they're in a group, you can just yell at them.
Oh, okay, so I just do that.
So yeah, you just ran up there. What are you yelling at them?
Great.
Be cleansed in the fires of hell!
Okay, fair.
They were great.
The half orc with the tusks.
Yeah.
It was nice knowing that.
Oh, for the love of God, please let me roll high, please let me roll high, please let me roll high.
Yeet yourself off a cliff.
Just give him a heart attack if you hit a 20. 1.
You gotta be fucking.
Is it a
It's a
nat
one.
Roll your own die.
Alright.
Yeah.
I thought you were rolling my die.
I don't want to be that benevolent.
6.
That's a 9, fam.
No, it's a 6.
Oh.
But you have
Lines on
you
the
have
bottom.
intimidation.
I do.
Yeah, he has intimidation.
So
it's a
Intimidation plus 3.
God, just for this once.
9. Well, I'm gonna say they're already pretty like. You guys have wasted the skeletons, which goblins are already scared of skeletons. I would say. They all kind of take a step back, but don't disengage for now.
Okay.
Maxine, it is your turn.
Am I encircled by flames?
No, because it hasn't been his turn yet, so I'm gonna say you're standing beside them, but not in them. So get out of them.
I'm gonna yeet myself this way as far as possible.
Hey, yo, Maxine, what up?
As the smell of my charred flesh.
So
Hey,
you're
yo, Maxine, what up?
I am going to say though that Maxine, your robe has seen better days.
Hey, yo, Maxine, what up?
Is that before we wake up?
Alright.
In my charred tatters of clothing.
Yeah.
Yo,
Shreds of decency.
The important bits are still covered for now. So you're just gonna move there and be done with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And cool off a bit.
Aries,
Alright,
it
so
is your
better way
turn.
to cool off
real
than
quick.
disrobing.
Real quick, the fire is
Might
spreading
keep things up
because
too.
it is now Aries' turn. this is where the fire is. So, that fire happened. That one's dead right there. Those 3 goblins, seeing the fire actually spread and having him say, be cleansed in the hellfire or something like
We're
that.
cleansing the fires of hell.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm loving it.
Alrighty, so these 2 run away.
Just straight up run. Alright.
Yep, they're gone. This little dick right here rolled a nat 20.
So you try
Son of a bitch!
That is one berserker goblin.
So this goblin was holding a short bow. He drops said short bow and draws his short sword and runs towards Grunt. Go ahead and roll your d20.
You're okay, bud. You're okay. I got you.
15.
plus.
What would I add?
No, this is just a head-on-head roll.
Alright, so 15.
Yeah, because this isn't technically an initiative combat action. This is just his reaction to what happened before. So, fun fact, good thing, you won this roll. The goblin runs at you, swings at you, and you can choose what you're going to do while he's swinging at you.
Kill him!
Do I just attack him, or am I just defending myself?
He's running at you with a sword that is going to miss.
Alright. And he's slashing?
Yeah, he went like this with the short sword over his head and ran at you like that.
Alright, so basically, here, face me.
Oh no.
Basically, Grunt just, so Grunt grabs space, grabs him, lifts up.
Can you throw him?
My actual goal is I was just going to start crushing.
No,
Throw him in the fire. Throw him in the fire.
You're going to grab him. You're gonna grab you're gonna grab this. You're gonna huck him over the back of your head.
Or just do the whole
And basically,
And since the fire has spread, you're gonna huck him right there.
alright. Grunt just turns around and just says, be consumed.
Ah! The hell threat came through.
Roll intimidation.
Alright.
20.
13
One.
plus 16, so yeah, 3, so 16.
These 2 freak the fuck out because those 2 ran off.
you
This one
motherfuckers.
actually got thrown into the fire. They are also running away. And I'm going
Oh, I
to...
don't get to just go at them and just.
I want to kill them.
No!
They're so close to dead and they shot me.
Let us leave!
We definitely start.
Okay.
We didn't start the fire!
So these 2 escape. And so he is going to take... Where's my d4?
Just dead.
He burned on.
He took 4 damage from falling on the ground right there, and then I'm going to roll the d8 because he has just entered into the fire,
Me too.
which is 3 damage.
7.
So he has taken 7 damage. He has 7 health.
Yeah.
He is dead.